Hey everybody, we're back for June's box opening video. We got some fun stuff this time around. We're going to be starting off with 3 boxes. We've got 2 here, 1 up there. And these are mostly standees and posters. I think there's one marquee in one of them. And the next batch I think is some cards, some random parts, whatnot. I think there's at least one part in these that I needed to bring to the warehouse, so kind of getting this going now. As usual, I'll come back to the posters a little bit later in the video since I don't have anybody here to help me with this time around. Everyone's been pretty busy lately, so I've been doing a lot of stuff on my own. But yeah, we'll get right into it. Like I said, there's a lot of standees this time, which is pretty exciting. I don't know where I'm going to put them all at this point. Who knows? But someone's been listing some really good stuff. I think I mentioned it the last time because we got those the QMA one and 1 or 2 other things that we were picking up others. So there's going to be some more in here. Okay, open this up. I'm going to try to keep this box relatively intact because I think these standees aren't going to be put out. So like this box, for example, I'm probably going to want to put everything back into it and store it. Let me see if I can at least stay open. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, so first up is a double. Man, I'm almost loath to unwrap this if I want to pack it away again later. But this is a 2-parter. Now, most of these standees were pretty affordable comparatively, only in the not much more than the couple hundred range, or some of them were much less for some reason. I am fortunate. Well, I don't know. I'll figure out how to repack this later, I guess. If I'm going to show these at all, I might as well unwrap them all the way. Pain in the butt. But... Come on. Okay. So this is a 2-parter, like I said. Here's the first half. Top and bottom, and it looks like it's separated, so, or it's actually both the tops. So this one is Tekken 7, and it has Akuma and Heihachi there. So that's the top half, and yeah, I can actually see where it got ripped off there on the back. I'll try to get pictures or something of these together at some point. It might be hard, especially if this one is actually, kind of coming apart. So here's the bottom half of it. Here's the bottom. That's the bottom. So I think I can get this propped up. We can show the whole standee. This is not the biggest standee we have. We have a in a much older video. We have the standee for Lord of Vermilion 3, 4. I think for 4, and it's I think like 3 to 5 standees side by side to make one giant art. So hopefully I gauged it right, and well, I mean the top might be cut off on these, but that's how that standee looks. Maybe I'll come back a little bit later and actually rig some of these up. I'll check the footage and see if I need to do that. So I'll set that there for now. I don't have anywhere to put that one, so that one's gonna get packed back up at some point. It looks like there's just, is this one more, or is there something, or is this the back for it? I hate when they put this tape directly on the cardboard. It's just gonna peel right off and damage the cardboard. This might be one or two, I'm not sure. It is, it looks like it's two of them. There's one in the wrap and there's this one taped to the back of it. God, I don't know why they did this. Oh my God, and they taped the, I don't know. Ah, for fuck's sake. Fine. Okay, let me get this part. And they taped all the sides too, motherfucker. I don't know, I'm just gonna tear it for now. Oh no, you know what? Maybe that is just a base instead of an actual. This is just a base. Still, like, I'm having to tear the. Oh my God! Come on! Why? Oh yeah, so that's just the stand portion. Probably this one, and this one is my orange, and this one is going to go into the game center. I don't have really a good spot for it yet, but it'll go in with the My, of course. It's so well packed. Okay, that's most of the way in. Oh man, looks like the tape connecting the two parts is separated, so I'm gonna have to redo that. I might actually try and see if I can get this. Yeah, it's kind of coming apart. Let's try to get that on there as straight as I can. Fuck. I don't want to damage this either. Ugh, that corner's already coming off too. Okay, that's off. Let me try to line this up and get it back on. Just like that. Okay. Hopefully that lines up pretty good. I'm probably not going to attach that back thing to it anyway, because like this isn't actually going to be standing. It's going to be, you know, up against the wall. But there's the My orange standee. There is some flyers that came with it. Some inserts here. So got this one and this one. Set those aside. I don't know. Maybe I'll just flat pack the Tekken one later because it'll take up less space than this box will. Make sure there's nothing else in this box. Okay, I guess let's do box number 2 before we get this big one over here. Trying to keep everything semi-manageable. Proving harder than it looks. Okay, ow! Fucking bitch. wish I had some help today, man. Okay, so this one's a little bit heavier. I think this will have that header or some other parts that I was talking about. I already forgot what the one thing in here that I needed to bring to the warehouse was. Okay, so yeah, looks like we got posters here on top. So again, I said, come back to this, but there's some there. I think they're fake grand order. Oh yeah, so this was the parts that we needed. This is all the parts of the UV cube. I'll take a look at this in a sec. This is, okay, yeah, this is a door for a pop-in animello. I'm just going to empty out this box to make room, and then come back to it. This is a monkey pop, a pop or something, maybe, I think. It might be a Sound Voltex one, if I remember right. There's, I guess, the rest of the Tekken standee. And that's it. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, so there shouldn't be anything small in there. Check this box aside. I think actually, I'm going to try and open up this third box real quick to get it out of the way as well. This one's pretty big. This one definitely has like a marquee or something bigger in it. Okay. We've got a big ass Sega box in here for, what is this? Super premium figure. Something. And probably our marquee. Here we've got another standee. This is, I think, the other QMA one that I mentioned in the previous video. Oh, no, but maybe it's not. What's this one? Oh, that might be the other one. And there's one more, maybe? One more standee? Yeah. Get that up there. And again, I'm going to get this box out of the way. 3 more posters. And that is it for this box. Okay, so I'll chuck this over here, set the posters aside, and we'll just start digging into what we got. So, yeah, there was that Tekken 7 Faded Retribution standee part. Yep, as expected, this looks to be a Sound Voltex pop. I just can't get enough of these, and especially like when that container came in, we found out every single cab doesn't have any, so I wasn't able to actually help anybody get their, you know, like try to fulfill at least half the cabs with pops, but it's unfortunate. Okay, this, and forgive me if I do not want to unwrap this, but this is a Poppin' Music Animello door. Yeah, I don't want to unwrap this. I kind of want to keep this together and for storage sake. But yeah, it's a door. It's an actual full door, not just the acrylic. It's got the door itself and everything too. So that's just a spare part. And actually, I'm gonna tuck it here for now. Get out of sight, out of mind. Right, the UV part. So I will open these because I do need to. Hopefully these are top cube if I remember. Otherwise I have to gut a cube. someone has a broken side panel on theirs. And this is very well packed. Actually, maybe I'll get these off first. I'll use this table. Here we go. Okay. Well, pretty heavy. Honestly, this is probably the heaviest thing in that box. They're just big, bulky. I mean, they're like sheets of acrylic and metal. Okay, yeah, so these do look to be cute parts, fortunately. So I'm gonna cut this off, take this apart, and I'll show you a little bit of what we got. So there's this the entire acrylic and title plate for that good spare part. We've got here, this looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep. So this might also be the bottom. Yeah, it looks like the bottom. So there's you can see this reflective one. That would be the back, if I remember correctly. And then we've got a bunch of acrylic sheets there for the cube. So well, I don't have to unwrap it to show you what I mean. It's a UB cube. So that's going to go to the warehouse. I'm going to be packing that with someone's cab. Theirs came in broken, so. Okay, let's see, standees. Let's open this mystery one here. So, I know about the QMA one, and I know about one other, which is a Sakura Tyson one for console, which was cool, and it ended for something like $20 or less, or some, I don't know, nobody gave it any attention. I just thought it was cool, like, so anyway, that standee is going to go to the office and go next to our Sega Saturn kiosk. We have that Magical Drop 3, I think, Saturn poster we got in a long previous video that still needs to be hung up there as well. So yeah, it looks like, there we are, Sakura Tyson. It's pretty cool. So it looks like the back is supposed to fold over or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna be standing this up on the wall, so anyway, I'll give you a look at it. There's Sakura Tyson. It's pretty cute, if I say so myself. Okay, so let's go into the office. I'll check it over this way. Okay, so this is the QMA one. Actually, you know, I think it might have been 2 QMA ones. That might, no, I don't think so, I don't know. I'm gonna open this one just because it's cute. Check it out. It might go somewhere in the game center. I might put some of this stuff like up in the loft, or honestly, this corner over here, I think you've probably seen it in previous videos, is my QMA corner. Just all the random things I've picked up over, 15 plus years. QMA related's gone there, so all the tapestries and whatnot, but like all the wall space is taken. So maybe what I'll do is I'll actually go on the other side of the door, take down some old hangings I have there, and I'll put up the 2 QMA standees I have. Or 3, I don't know. I already forgot what the third one is, so. The third one of this batch. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this one is QMA 4. It's a short one. It's a short little chibi. And it's got these like the double reflective, let me fold this, things here that, you go back and forth and you can see the, whatever. So anyway, I'll tuck this over here, I guess, for now, and it's probably, again, it's going to go somewhere in this room. And I'll probably want to pull the other one in too. All right, and this last one here. I can see a foot. Which one was this? I'll remember it immediately when I get this open. There's a foot in the hand. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right, okay. I don't know how I could forget this one. This is one that I've been looking at for a long time, or wanted to get for a long time. It usually never comes up, or it's stupid expensive. And this one actually wasn't so bad. This was, I think, the most expensive of all the standees in the batch, though, regardless. This one is the Camofude 3 one. I think in the previous opening I had one of the pops from this game. But, I might have even mentioned that we're getting the standee. There's one more left on Yash, I think, and it's still a little bit too high. But yeah, this one was, I think, maybe like 300 or something, and I'll definitely stand it up somewhere. Yeah, cute. Very cute. Maybe this will go in the... I don't know, I was thinking about putting this in the den. I don't know, I'll find a spot. And I'm more than likely, I'm also going to be finding a way to wall hang a lot of these too, especially as we get more settled into the warehouses, and you know, we'll be, what's it called, covering every inch of wall with as much art as we can, especially if we ever, you know, end up buying our own, or you get into like a 15,000 square foot space, you know, kind of like our end all space. We will, you know, we're gonna make that space our own. So there's a couple things written on this, Rainbow and 2DX, but I'm pretty sure this is a header for a Chochabadai. This box has probably had a life. Yeah, there's something else written on the inside too. Oh, no, it's just Rainbow again. Yeah, it's a Chochabadai header, so I'll try to keep this box intact because this is going to go into storage in the warehouse. It's pretty simply packed in there. So I don't know when I'm gonna need one of these, but hey, junk cab comes along or something, you never know. This guy listed a bunch of Chochabadai parts, so we picked them up. There's gonna be actually another table later in the video, like a full size, including all the bells and whistles and all the hardware underneath and shit. And, you know, I've gotten quite a few Chochabadais. I don't think anybody else is. And if anybody's going to need parts, it's going to be me. So I'm doing the diligence to make as much of it as I can now. Oh. Okay. So let's take a quick review of what we got here. So the standees here, standees. Yeah, and I'll get those posters on the next half of the video when I've got some help. Should be some fake grand orders and maybe something else. Maybe it's all fake grand order, I don't remember. But anyway, I'll be back. I already shipped the second batch of this. I'm actually going to end up doing a third batch just because there was there's some other parts I needed sooner than later. So split it up. Anyway, yeah, we'll be back soon. Hey, just real quick before I open up the last part of the boxes, which I got over here, I'm just not getting any help for this stuff, so here's the last couple things that were in the poster tubes. First was a brand new art for a groove stage here. And then the rest of the posters, there was 3 different ones, and there was a double of the smaller fake Grand Order one here and the initial D0. I ended up picking up a lot of these all at the same time. So here we've got the full B1 size fake Grand Order poster, and this is just the same thing. It's just the B2 size. And then over here we've got the initial D0 poster, which again, I ended up picking up 2 of them, and one of them is going to go to a partner arcade of ours. But yeah, that was it for the posters. At some point later, we'll get into these last 2 boxes. I decided to stop here as, there's quite a few other things coming in, but I think at this point, we're so busy that we're going to end up just having them come in next month anyway. So, yep, anyway, we'll be right back, finish this off, and close off this box opening. All right, hopping right back into the last of this. We got the last 2 boxes here. As I promised before, we're going to get through these pretty quickly. I gotta get these parts moved over to the warehouse. So yeah, we had more trouble with customs on this one. Not really so much trouble, just they always give us hassle. And I'm getting closer and closer to having the process set up a little bit more agreeable. I have one person at FedEx that I've been just contacting directly anytime there's a problem, and they've been very helpful, and I've showed them a lot of appreciation for what they do, and they seem to be happy about that. I feel like the job that those guys have is kind of thankless a lot of the time. So okay, so first thing up, oh no, I think I'm gonna I'll unbubble wrap it here. This is pretty cool. This came up. This is one of my regular searches that most people are never going to be looking at, and this is a control panel for a Shining Force Cross. Now I have 2 Shining Force Cross cabs already, but this will give me the opportunity to run another one if I want. This is a really neat game. This control panel is going to be in much better condition than the ones that I have already. I was very thankful to be able to get this. This is an obscure, pretty much unheard of part anymore for a game that's, very unusual. Notice here also it's got this, what's it called? I don't know if it's 49 way, but it's just an analog joystick, which is like, so there's stuff in this that would not be easy to just reproduce. Well, you can get the parts for it, and you could probably make something work. Or, for this, you could probably use like a gamepad or something. This is something that if I ever want to see this game come to fruition, having more control panels is going to be nice. And honestly, again, this one is better than what I have in my cab already. The 2 cabs I got were, I want to say, it was like when I started the company or even before. I think they came from KC, but we got them out of Captain's auction. And they are quite rare. I think I only know one other person in the world that even really has those cabs anymore. This, I think, is the only other item in the box. I'm not going to bother really unwrapping it. This is a groove coaster header. This is the main reason I wanted to get this done now. As we have 1 cab left in the warehouse that is missing a header, so it's just a full groove coaster header. There. It's like, yeah, that is it for that box. So the last few things are probably all in here. And there's one interesting PCB that I'm kind of excited to check out. It's something you guys might have seen floating around lately. So let's pop this open. I think there's I don't know if it's on this batch or not. I think a feeder of them. PCB. I think it's going to be on next video. So anyway, there is some. I don't remember if these were super cheap or if they were cheap at all. Whatever. There's a couple DACs here. Anytime I find them relatively affordable or anything like that, I've been picking them up. So there's one more of the Poppin' ones, the QMA one, and the U-Beat one. These I've just been throwing up the lot with the, you know, eventually these may be used for crane prizes, or which ones I don't have, I'll break out and set up and stuff like that. Okay, this, so I have the card holders for this already, but honestly, for carrying around a deck, these would be a lot better. This is a Concole deck case, so that's what I'm going to end up putting my personal deck into. The card binders more will be for stuff I put on display. Big flat thing here. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is pretty cool. I bought this and it kept ending with no bids. And I know people had seen it. It had been, you know, put up on some of the Diva Discord and stuff like that. But nobody was buying them. This ended for starting bid, like I think like $20 or something. These are Project Diva Arcade, the side acrylics from the original version. You know, original version art's pretty hard to come by, so that's pretty cool. And it's like I gave people as much of a chance as I could to get that on their own before I put in a bid. And again, I wasn't even gonna up the bid if someone else bid. I was just gonna, I just put in the minimum, and sometimes things go that way. This is a Connect. Not that I think it's any more special than any other Connect, but it was out of a Future TomTom or a Dance Dan Evo or something like that. But ours is dead in Future TomTom, and we're getting another one with a dead Connect. So this was cheap, easy. I just grabbed it. We have another Connect to throw in, and hopefully we'll get that Future TomTom fully working. It's playable, just the sensing portion is off or something like that, and it'd be nice to have our cab fully up. And the last two things. So yeah, it's not the theater rhythm's on the next one. This one is a Chochabadai PCB. What's it called? Super Table Flip. The Type X that's in it is a little bit different. It's slightly smaller. Uses a different power supply there. You can see it doesn't have that rack mount style power supply, and a different graphics card. And thus far, we have not been able to get this to run on other X2s. We're in the progress of that. We're almost done with it. We've gotten it to run, just not in the right resolution. But these are really hard to come by, and there's multiple people out there right now that have their cabs down because the PCB is out. And like that includes us. We have at least one or two cabs down right now while we're working on this, so that's really valuable right now. And the last thing here. So I feel really bad for the seller of this. They bought this. I'm assuming they probably bought the one that was on eBay, thinking that this was an original. It is not. They posted in the comments saying that it's it's a conversion. They didn't realize it was, and so they wanted to sell it. And I think so. This is a bootleg Akai Katana PCB. There's someone in China that reverse engineered the board and been making repros of the CV1000. And yeah, the guy in his listing, he mentioned it's a conversion. It's not. This is a bootleg. It's a full repro. Anyway, they were not happy that it wasn't original, and they I guess they screwed up, and they put it back up for sale. And I think they had said in the listing, if it doesn't get a high enough listing, they're just gonna delist it or high enough price. But we paid around $900 for this. I'm pretty sure they were listing for more. So that said, I feel pretty fortunate getting it at that price. It's something that I've been wanting to check out, these bootleg CV1000s. They only pop up every once in a while. I think I think someone's going after them legally anytime they, come available, so they end up disappearing. You may still be able to get them from, like, if you know how to know the right people to contact, but this is a bootleg board. I mean, you can see they print the CV1000D on there, but yeah. Anyway, this is one game that I don't have a copy of. So I thought, while I saw this is a good, it's a good thing to pick up, and that way I have one on hand that we can study. And who knows, maybe since this is a bootleg, I'll convert it to something that I really want down the line or something. But yeah. Anyway, just pretty cool. And yeah, just with that, we are done. There isn't anything else this time around. Like I said, I had stuff I could ship, but I'm gonna just do it next time, and not make this video too long. Anyway, as usual for these box opening videos, thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, all that stuff, if you enjoy doing this. Enjoy us doing this. We do this for fun. Honestly, we're not doing it for anything else. So we just appreciate that you come along and check it out with us. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.